Hey, what's up guys, Ryan Rick here, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2. Not the number 2, not like you're going to watch this vlog, but like in addition, like also. How are you guys? Happy Tuesday to you, Monday for me. Coming off that Father's Day weekend, which there's a bittersweet, but it was just a good day yesterday. Reading all your comments on the vlogs and your private messages and your stories you shared and your experiences with your dads or your families, or it just, oh man, you guys filled my heart yesterday. It's truly incredible. It is Monday today. Today is the first day of summer, June 20th, 2016. It's also the longest day of the year based on the amount of daylight. So there are some areas that will experience up to, I think, 16, if not 17 hours of actual daylight today. So that's why they call it the longest day. So if you see any hashtags about the longest day, that just kind of goes with summer. I'm very excited today because June 20th has kind of a special meaning to it. June 20th, 2014 is when I launched this vlog channel. So exactly 2 years ago today, we began this adventure, this experience. And let me tell you, it has been the most humbling, surreal, community driven. I mean, we have built this amazing community, all 55 plus or 56, I can't even keep up anymore, of you amazing friends that decide to push that magical red button and come along in my journeys every day. 320 something vlogs, it's truly been incredible. Looking back, I'm looking at some of my first vlogs and, you grow. I think as a vlogger, you learn things at work, and I've always tried to stay in tune to the community because you guys are what keeps that going. And to be here now, just kind of looking around, it's 2 years that we started that. I just can't thank all of you enough for coming along with me on this adventure. It's been really great. It has been. I'm looking forward to the next 2 years and what it may bring, because the first two have been absolutely insanely awesome. I mean, your guys' support, guys and girls. When I say guys, I'm just calling all of you guys. Even though you're not guys technically, I just say guys in general. But that's why a lot of times now I'm like boys and girls. But your support is truly humbling. It's almost mind-blowing that this many people that I've never met one-on-one, or we've never, shared a lunch or shared a dinner, we've never had a handshake, we've never had a face-to-face, but yet we're friends. We've made connections, we've made bonds, we've shared stories, we've all laughed together, cried together. I've shared so many things with you guys, and you've all shared so many things with me, and it's truly made this very magical. So on this 2-year special anniversary of the channel, it's just awesome. So thank you, everybody. I wanted to give you guys an update too on the situation. So I did receive a message this morning. It was early this morning from DJI, and they messaged me on Twitter and said that my support case has been basically bumped priority again to another group of people. So they've increased the priority level of my support case, so hopefully it's getting to the right people. They said they were reviewing the data, and that's about all I know. Now, I did kind of get into some conversation, and I shared the screenshot again of the app showing me hardware malfunction. And just in case DJI, which I doubt they would do, deleted the message, which I already have it, so I don't know how they could pull it back, but the actual representative from DJI, and I quote, he said, hold on, because I am going to quote, but I want to make sure that I quote it completely accurately, because I don't want to, I'm just not that type of person. I don't want to make it wrong, so hold on here. I'm looking at my phone. Okay. Here we go. And this is from a DJI support rep. This was their exact words. I'm with you. A hardware malfunction seems to indicate something with the machinery went awry. However, I will leave it to the data guys to determine what precisely went wrong, and then wanted to ask what issues I've been experiencing with the latest iOS update. Now, for those that use iPhone that have the App Store, if you go to DJI Go app on the App Store and read the reviews, you can see this latest update has caused almost identical issues to what happened to me. So I'm not alone. The forums are filled with the exact same information. So with DJI saying exactly what they said, yeah, I'm with you. A hardware malfunction seems to indicate something with the machinery went awry. It's not an admission of liability, but by that person working for DJI and their way they phrase that, you've kind of, whether they do anything for me or not, they've kind of accepted responsibility by just saying that. And I will fight this to the end, only because I wasn't an amateur with it. I've done everything by the book, and nothing different on that last flight than any of the other amazing flights. And yesterday, being out at the lake with my son on that railroad train bridge, would that not have made for another epic drone video? So we've got, what, 5, 6 days that we've missed drone videos. I'm sad. I really am. Like, I miss it. I miss that part of my day, going out and flying, editing the video, and then sharing it with all of you guys, because it helps tell my story for the day and show you guys things that I want to see. So I'm really, really hoping we get some resolve here very soon with that situation. I feel they'll come through. I'm trying to stay positive, and all of you guys are supporting me and are behind it. So I guess when the time's right, if the decision's made that they come through, we're definitely going to follow up, and talk about service after the sale. And if they don't come through, we'll talk about service after the sale too. And in the midst of this, they sent a survey over, asking about how my service was after the sale. And to be honest with you, I was like, I don't really want to take this survey right now because I really haven't received anything. Now it's in the works, but I still don't have any resolve. So when it asked, how are you overall satisfied with your service? I marked it the lowest because I was completely dissatisfied, only because I've really heard nothing. It's coming up on a week, which I don't expect things to be fast, but something like this should be fast. As quick as they are to get back to me via email or Twitter should be just as quick as they are to make some type of decision or move forward. So just staying positive, keeping happy about it, because I am literally just full of smiles and happiness. It's like not a whole new me, but man, it was just a nice shift in attitude with everything that happened last week, and the goods and the bads, and obviously the goods outweigh the bads, and it's hard for me to even look at the camera. It has been truly incredible, and like I said, 2 years today, we are here, guys. So I know sometimes I sometimes look away from the camera. It's like sometimes I think I get like camera shy because I see the screen and then I look over. And I think it's just also when I'm kind of like thinking and then talking. So I don't ever try to like not look at the camera, but I'm always looking at the camera. I don't know. We were just talking yesterday, about Jesse and Gina and boyfriend versus girlfriend pranks. Did you see their new video, Jesse's new video? If you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to. It's some of the most amazing film work and the underlying story and what happens. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. Make sure you go check out Boyfriend vs. Girlfriend newest video. Jesse, amazing video, bro. I had to share it on Twitter yesterday. So I'm going to get into my Monday here. It is very, very warm on this first day of summer. Let me give you the, wouldn't be a day if we didn't give you the, the 411 here. So, aka the information. So we're looking at 33 degrees Celsius currently, which factors into 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like temperature 99, and possible thunderstorms today, severe thunderstorms. So that's the one thing about the Midwest. When we get all of this heat like that and humidity, storms can pop up very quickly, and they can be damaging, like wind and hail and tornadoes and everything else. So I got a little thing with weather, so I try to stay in tune with it. I wanted to do a story time. I'm probably gonna do that this week and talk about the 2 tornadoes we had in Springfield, how my ribs got cracked, how my car got totaled. I think that would make for a great story time. So if you guys would be interested in my kind of tornado story, my experience literally firsthand with the tornado, like literally went on top of the house I was in. So if you guys would like to hear that story, let me know in the comments below on this vlog, and then maybe I'll put together just like a story time vlog this week. I want to do something special today for the 2-year anniversary. I'm just kind of blanking out on what to do because I feel so lost without having the Phantom 3. I would love to do an epic drone video today, but I can't. And it's crazy too. It's like the 2 drones that were sent to me by the friend in Australia. The fact that both of those are here and just fine. It's like the cheapest of the 3 drones that I have, the cheapest one's been the most reliable. I mean, it's gone into a tree, I've got it down from a roof, but I still have it. Now, granted, it's not a Phantom, but I still have it. And the expensive one with all of the technology and fail-safe technology, I don't have that. It's kind of mind-blowing. I also read, too, per a questionnaire, there's a a setting. So basically, anytime, I don't want to drop the controller. Anytime transmitter's disconnected, that will trigger return to home by itself. It's a default, a fail-safe. It didn't happen either. So that's why I feel like DJI will come through, because they know that something isn't right, and I know something isn't right. And I know I keep talking about it, but this is my life and this is what I do. And I love the drone as a new facet for my work. I'm actually in the process of petitioning for my FAA 333 exempt, and that means with my company, my business that I own, which is R&R Network Media Solutions, I will then be able to use my drone in my business for profit, you know what I mean? And that's the whole point. That's why I'm flying, practicing vlogs and selling shots to like our park district and things like that. But technically I can't legally do it under my business without that exemption. So it's a 120-day process, and I've petitioned for it. So I'm trying to make moves here. I eventually plan on maybe ultimately getting a Phantom 4, the DJI Inspire 1. I mean, my time with these has only just begun. Yes, but 2 years, we are here, and I am going to spend a little time doing one of the things I do, which I haven't done for a couple days, and that's play some Call of Duty. Call it what you want. Got to have a little Call of Duty time in there. So I'm going to do that, record some gameplay, and I don't know what else we'll do today, but if you guys want to come along, I welcome you, and we'll go, okay? Man, I really hope you guys have been having a good day. I'm just finishing up running some errands, just running around, kind of like typical Monday stuff, catch up on stuff from the weekend, catch up on stuff I didn't get done last week, and just working on some other like little deals and stuff with just different people and like organizations, companies, whatever you want to call it. Just doing what I do. Life is sometimes nothing more than just a networking experience. We're always networking and growing and building, and other things. As a small business owner, you're always looking for new avenues to explore. So just finishing up some of my errands, got one other stop to make, and just kind of cruising. We'll head back home here in a little bit. I want to catch up with you guys in the car. It's funny too, because just a little story here. Yesterday we talked about in the vlog, my son and I, we pulled up to the lake and where we parked the car before we actually walked up to the railroad train bridge. And I was like, okay, we'll turn the camera around and we'll set up a time lapse so you can see us walking. And then when I edited the video, I pulled the footage, and then I turned the GoPro around and I thought I hit the button, but I actually didn't press it. Sometimes when I use the frame mount, I think I pressed the record button and didn't actually record. And so we didn't even have the time lapse. So when I got in the car, I was like, oh, I bet that'll look cool. And then I went to basically hit the record button on the GoPro to stop it, but in fact actually started it, so there was no time lapse there. And then the day before, I talked about when my son and I explored all of the jungle. It wasn't a jungle, it's just some woods and trees, but out by the lake, when we went and looked for the drone, and I said, well, I recorded that footage on my son's iPhone, and I'll put it into the vlog. And then in editing, I had to add some text to the bottom that said, I'll put it in tomorrow's vlog. And then yesterday, during just the midst of Father's Day, and hanging out with my son, I completely forgot to pull off the footage from his iPhone to bring in the vlog. So I'm like, man, I made two, not promises, but it was like, hey, check out this footage, and then oops, dropped the ball there. But I still want to pull off from his phone and put that in. Maybe it'll be like the follow-up if, DJI comes through, everything we, kind of went through to get to that next level. So, but yeah, I was just like, oh man, Ryan, you missed two of those things. And there's nothing worse than like, I'm so hard on myself, and even though it's, casual, and you guys, I'm sure, aren't that upset and bothered by it, for me, it's like, sometimes, like, I try to be over-perfectionist, and then it, like, works against me, because then I, like, beat myself up. I was like, man, come on. I was talking about the footage, and then I, made a noob mistake and forgot it, so I was like, oh, come on, Ryan. So, yes, trying to stay as cool as I can on the longest day, the first day of summer, and summer is here in Central Illinois, and to me, I love it. I talk about this a lot, but we get the extreme cold and we get the extreme heat, and I will take the extreme heat any day of the week, because that means I can be outside, I can get tan, I can go to pools, I can, just do cars, details, outdoor anything, and then the winters, when it's bad, you're not doing outdoor anything. walking to the car, you got to bundle up, and you're like, that's enough for me. You know, you go out, start the car, it's warm, you get in, you go what you need to do, you run back home, and you get back in the heat, you know. So it's awesome to have the heat. And I'll tell you what, I run my air conditioner so cold. Anybody ever comes to my house or in my car, they'll tell you, they're like, man, you almost need a sweatshirt. So sometimes I'll even keep jackets, you know. I need to keep an extra like hoodie or something, because I mean, I'll make it to the point that I'm so cold that I'll put on a hoodie. But I live in a townhouse, so I've got an upstairs and a downstairs, and obviously heat rises, so it's going to be a lot warmer, you know, upstairs than downstairs. And downstairs is like, I even have the vents closed, it's like an icicle down there. And then upstairs is pretty decent, but I usually run on really warm days like today. I mean, I told you guys there was like 35 degrees Celsius, not 100 degrees almost Fahrenheit, but when it gets like super hot and multiple days of it in a row, I'll kick that thermostat down at home to like 67, which is extremely crispy cold, just to get the upstairs at a like awesome temperature. 'Cause there's nothing worse than like trying to sleep, you know what I mean, at night and sweating, or wake up in the morning and realize you kind of, you know, your shirt maybe a little wet here or there and you're kind of sweaty, you know. Because then it's like you gotta wash your sheets, you don't feel clean even though you're woke up. It's like, I'm kind of like a clean freak when it comes to like clothes and sheets and towels and things like that. I like things to just be fresh, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sure we've all been there. We've all picked up a towel that was not so fresh. You're like, man, that's, you know, and I just, you know what I mean? So, you know, like some people I know, like, you know, they're avid about doing laundry, but then maybe forget to take the load out of the washer into the dryer. Well, if you let it sit in there too long, kind of get that watery mildew smell. Nothing worse than that, you know what I mean? So you end up re-washing it. So you always got to take those clothes out of the washer, back into the dryer immediately. So, but yes, it is warm, and like I said, we're just heading home. Just want to chat with you for a second. Had one other stop. I was gonna go somewhere, and then I looked at the time. It's getting kind of late, so I was like, I'll just go do that tomorrow because it's not too far from the house. So I kind of just spun the block there, you know what I mean? Riding on the block, like Jenny on the block. But yeah, I'm gonna head home. I was out walking earlier, you know, part of this healthy and active lifestyle. So got my little walk in. So I'm gonna go home and take a shower and get fresh after that because it was blazing today. I'm just like now kind of starting to cool off from that. So ran my errands. I need to go over to the post office box, and then also when I get home, I was going to talk to you guys about, we did the Voom Bluetooth speaker giveaway. If you guys don't remember, it was a giveaway for an epic portable Bluetooth speaker. Well, if you follow them on Twitter or Facebook, they do some pretty amazing giveaways every week. So check out my friends. It's at Vava Sound. But check them out. I think they're doing actually a new giveaway today. Well, you're seeing it tomorrow, but it started yesterday. I think they do one every week now. So check them out. But them and a few other companies created this Voom squad, VOOM squad. So hashtag Voom squad. And basically it's, you know, they chose some, you know, different social media people, you know, YouTubers, other influencers, different type of people to be in the squad, where basically there's going to be some products, some things we're going to get our hands on to share with you guys and show you, and just kind of more or less, you know, document our experiences with them over the summer. Now, you know me, I'm all for an awesome opportunity, and because I've worked, you know, with great companies such as Vava, Jackery, Elgato Gaming, Rode Microphones, GT Omega Racing, Toyota, I've worked with a lot of big companies already, and that makes me feel good, you know, in a professional business sense. So it was kind of mutual, you know. You guys know I got a few friends, you know, at Vava and things like that, and you know, one of my good friends there at Vava, you know, is the director of marketing, so it does help, you know, with sometimes knowing people and making good, you know, professional business contacts with people. It's very important, you know, if you want to do something long term and down the road. It's very important, guys, very important. Pro tip: establish those contacts in the very beginning. Keep them extremely professional. Make it a two-way street. Whatever they're doing for you, go back down the street with twice as much effort. It just makes for a much better, like, mutual, you know, relationship there on a business sense. So working with them, and I saw the tweet and I was like, well, I'll apply for it. You know, it seemed like something fun to do, as anybody else could have. And then they actually emailed me about it as well, and you know, I was they approved me of being the Voom squad. So that was kind of the tweet I talked about the other day. So there'll be more details to come on that in the next couple of weeks, because summer's just started. So as I get a little bit more information and, you know, just kind of the lay of how it's going to go, it'll be fun for you guys, because like I said, we'll be kind of like showing off some new stuff and playing with some new stuff, and I think you guys will really enjoy it, and I'm just like tickled to death for the opportunity. So thank you to my friends at Vava for the opportunity and the other companies involved, which I'll begin to work with here soon. So super awesome. It's like, I try to tell people, if you really go out here and work hard and do the right thing and have a good positive attitude and put out like good vibes, good karma, it really will come back to you. It may not be right away, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, it may not even be 10 years, but continue to just be positive, continue to not give up, motivate yourself to work hard. If you got goals, make sure you try to attain them. Small, start with the small ones, then go to the big ones, because if you go big goals and then you don't hit it, you're going to beat yourself up for a goal that may have been, at that moment in your life, unobtainable. So you want to make sure your goals, when you set goals, that you're setting goals that are obtainable, that are easily obtainable, as well as goals that you're really going to have to pretty much bend over backwards if you're going to achieve it, because those are the dreams, that your inspirations, things that move you. And we all are different. You guys know what motivates me and moves me. It's a lot of you guys. The community that we've built motivates me. So kind of rambled on along about that, but you guys know I'm long-winded. So, and you guys, I like the car style with the vlogs. We keep it safe with the GoPro, and it's nothing but time and a clear head, and it's just kind of this, so it keeps the distraction minimal from the point I'm trying to make. And I'm never trying to like make a point or preach to you guys. I just pass along my life experiences, what I deal with in my life, and things I share with you, in hopes that they can touch you in some way that helps you or guides you to something or motivates you to do something or leads you to that next big decision. That's kind of like what I'm all about, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm about home, and then it's gonna be shower time and get fresh, because I'm ready. So got a couple things going on tonight, which I'm super excited about. And yeah, so you guys will just come along on this kind of, not really anything special or magical today, but the 2-year anniversary of the vlog channel. So thank you to everybody that has just watched. I really do appreciate it, and I think we're really on to something here, and I think it will continue to grow, and I think the community we've built will just continue to get stronger and stronger, and that to me is the coolest thing ever. So, but yeah, I'll catch up with you guys, a little bit later today when we get home after shower and stuff, so you guys don't want to see that, you know what I mean? That's kind of like, that's not for a vlog, you know what I mean? I mean, I think I spit right there. I mean, it could be for a vlog, but not on YouTube, you know what I mean? So, enough about that, but yeah, so just think about that for a second, guys. Like I said, we'll talk more about Voom Squad very shortly. Hashtag Voom Squad. Back home and nice and fresh and shower. Looks like the sunshine's going down, which is cool. It'll cool it off, but I think it's going to storm a little bit. It's kind of looking a little storm-like out there. But yeah, I'm just inside finishing up some emails and talking to DJI again. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to sync my flight records, but I sent them the manual records, and they said we can't make a determination on the records. Please sync them. I said, well, your app crashed. I can't sync anything. So not sure yet what's going on, but I'm back home, chilling. About to get on some Gaming for Grandpa gameplay. You guys ready? Appreciate you guys coming along today, too. Man, it is kind of late. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. The reason is we had the Elgato HD60 giveaway. It ended at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I just wanted to make sure that, I mean, it was automatic through the Gleam app, but I wanted to make sure that it ended, everything was fine, in that last little kind of push for everybody to get entered. So thank you to everybody that participated in the Elgato HD60 giveaway. Now, remember, it's random to make it fair. I wish I had an Elgato for all of you, because I really would give you all one if I had one, but I simply don't. So don't unsubscribe, don't blast me if you didn't win, which I can't prevent or avoid at all, but I do a ton of giveaways. I've got a new one lined up that is the most epic giveaway I've ever done, and it's a collabo giveaway, so I know you guys don't want to miss out. You guys know, we've done Xbox One, PS4s, Elgatos, GT Omega racing chairs, speakers, you name it, I've bought it or purchased it or received it to give back to you guys, the community. The power of community is unreal. But yeah, I just been hanging out tonight. I know that Go Juice keeps me alive, but just hanging out a little bit tonight and enjoying my night, enjoying a little Ryan time. I'm trying to, I'm a workaholic, but I need to take more Ryan time, and I'm slowly figuring that out each day. Life is always a work in progress, you know what I mean? So I've been enjoying some Ryan time. tonight, and it was good. It was healthy. It was alive. It was. You just can't beat it. You know what I mean? So, yes, just feeling good overall, and I hope you guys are feeling great too. But really do appreciate you guys tuning in to today's vlog. But guys, I'm Ryan Rigg, the host of your show, Ryan Vlogs 2, not the number 2. Not like you're going to check out tomorrow's vlog, or maybe it'll be the next day after for the next big epic giveaway, because you really should. But TOO, like in addition, like also, if you enjoyed today's vlog, please click that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave me some feedback on what we talked about today, and I really would appreciate it. And if you made it through to the end, I know I bring you guys along for some of these long vlogs, and a lot of you, 95% of you watch them all the way through, and I really do appreciate it. And if you did make it through to today's vlog, give yourself a pat on the back. I appreciate it. That's what makes all of this epic, you know, as we celebrate the 2-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. Yes, 2 years today, June 20th. So thank you guys for everything this first 2 years, and here's to our next 2 years. So why don't you leave me the comment down below, 2-year anniversary, and I'll know you watched today's vlog all the way through. But guys, I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow again at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, so here's the view now. Here's the lake. That's like the highway we always go over to go to Chatham. That's our house right over here. So here's the lake. Here's the other bridge that we would jump off of, which is right here, which is awesome. You can get up on that platform if you want. Just boom, into the water you go. And then here's like what we call Party Cove at the lake. That's where all the boats will get together, dock up together. And then, you know, like